Hi friends, welcome back to my channel. Sammy here with another video, and in today's video I am doing a full flip through and review of the Plum Paper Teacher Planner for Secondary Ed. This is option number 3, I believe. When you go and choose what layout you want, it's option number 3. I'm actually really super excited about this planner. This is my first year really jumping into the Plum Paper world. I shared a few videos ago my Plum Paper Vertical Priorities Planner, and I am super, like I said, excited about using the Plum Paper Teacher Planner for next school year. For those that don't know my teaching background, this will be my 4th year teaching. I teach 8th and 9th grade English, and I am just pumped. In the past, I have used different teaching planners. I've used the simplified teacher planner, which I have loved. It's really great. It follows the simplified, I guess, just method or style where everything is very simple and straightforward, and I love that. Some things I didn't love about that planner, though, was how big it was. It was super big and bulky. It was not customizable at all, and I really felt like it was curated and created for an elementary teaching audience or customer base rather than secondary. And so that kind of was not what I was looking for, because I do teach secondary ed. I also have used the teacher planner from Erin Condren in both the 8.5 by 11 size, which is the size of the simplified planner, teacher planner, as well as their 7 by 9 teacher planner. I used that one this last school year. You can only get it in their Focus collection, so it is just black and white, very neutral, and I love that. I love Erin Condren's paper, but I don't know, I just wanted to try something else. There were some things that I just didn't use in the Erin Condren planner, and I wanted, like I said, to dip my toes in something a little bit different so I could decide for next school year what I wanted to use moving forward. And so yeah, but anyways, this is the Plum Paper Teacher Planner. I did get the gold coil that wasn't upcharge, and then I just picked this fun, colorful bookshelf cover. I thought this was great for my English teacher heart. I just loved it. And so yeah, so here is the nameplate page. And like I said, very straightforward. One thing I love about this planner, as I've already kind of flipped through it and kind of thought about what I was going to share with you guys, is I do like how it does have some color, but it's not like in your face like some of the other planners I've used in the past. I did get the modern color scheme. And so here is your year at a glance for 2023. And then they do include 2024. I don't know if I'm going to use this next year. I've used it in the past, but I really don't look at it as much. I don't know. I try to use these pages in all of my planners, and I just haven't found a way to use them in an effective way where I'm going back and referring back to them. And so I don't know, but I will be doing a full setup video of this planner that will be coming out either at the end of July or early August. So if you are interested in seeing how I'm going to set up this planner, just make sure you stay tuned for that. This page is your special dates page, so you have January through December. And one way that I was thinking about using this is obviously for the special dates. So this is kind of where, instead of like having my year at a glance here, I was just gonna write out everything here and like write when semesters end, when grades are due, holidays, things like that. I just want it all up here. I think that is the way I'm going to use this. I love how it's already labeled for you and it's in their fun colors. One thing I wish that they did change was, since I did pick it to be like an academic year, it starts in August, I do wish that you could kind of customize that to where it goes August, September, October, and then all the way to July here. That way it's working with the school year instead of starting here and then moving your way back. I don't know. That's just one thing I wish was more customizable about this planner, but it's not a deal breaker. And then they have the exact same page. So I like this one because it is blank. And so you can label it how you want it. They give you some prompts, like ideas, plans, and goals. How I think I'm going to use this page is to plan out my units. So I teach 8th and 9th grade, so I figured 8th grade could have one side, 9th grade could have one side. I'm not going to teach more than 6 units in a year. I typically teach 4 to 5. And so I thought this would be perfect to like label what unit is and kind of like write out like the major things that we're going to do. Like, we're going to read Romeo and Juliet. These are the major projects for this. This is the test. This is what it's going to look like, and kind of have it like kind of brain dumped and written out here. And then we just jump right into the month. You have this notes page, and then August is this beautiful bluish like turquoise color. You have the 3 circles page. It's like their dashboard. I don't know how I'm going to use these yet. These might be like my focus areas for each grade, or I don't know. I'm still figuring that out. I will probably relabel birthdays just because I'm not going to track birthdays in here. I have over 200 students, and so tracking birthdays is not going to be realistic for me to do. I do celebrate my students' birthdays, but I have a system already in place for that. And then events, things to remember, and then we have some blank slots. I like that some are blank because next year I will be one of the yearbook advisors, and so I do want to use this planner as well to help like track progress for our yearbook and dates and things like that, or deadlines that we need to make sure that we're following. And then I have a notes page here. I was just thinking I could use this for like faculty meetings that we have each month. That way I could go back to the month and kind of refer back to what we talked about. And then you have your month. One thing about the monthly spread that I love is that this is customizable of where it starts. So you can either have a Sunday start, which is like a traditional calendar in a planner, or a Monday start, which is what I have chosen just because I'm really only using this planner for the weekdays because that's when I teach school. And so I really want it just to start here, and it's okay that Friday's right here. I'm just going to ignore Saturday and Sunday completely. I have my little notes section here, and I just feel like that's going to work a lot better in my mind, just because that's how the spreads are, is it starts on Monday and they end on Friday. And so I just love that they give you that option. And then jumping right on in to the actual spreads. This is what option 3 is like. This is exactly what the Erin Condren teacher planner looks like. It's this horizontal layout where you have Monday at the top all the way across, then Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday. And then you can write your subjects or classes up at the top. I haven't decided if I want to use stickers this year for those, or if I'm just going to write them in each week. That is to be decided. One thing I did love about this one though is I love that it gives you these like 4 bullet points. So you could write like things that are happening that day, like fire drill, or there's an assembly or whatever, or like things that you can't forget, like you have an IEP or a 504 meeting or whatever you want. That way you can kind of see that at a glance as well during the day, instead of having to refer back to your monthly spread. I just love that. And so yeah, this is why I chose this planner. It's just because I love that it gives you the Monday to Friday, and there's that little bit of color. It's not too much though. I don't typically use a lot of stickers in my teacher planner, and so the little bit of color really doesn't bother me. But that is just how all of the spreads are. One thing I do want to mention is with Plum Paper, if you're familiar with Plum Paper, they do duplicate weeks. And so at the end of August, we have the last week of August, right? We have August, Monday, the 28th through September, Friday, the 1st, okay? And then we jump into September, and you get the exact same week here. If that bugs you, I would not get this planner. It really doesn't bother me because the way I see it, I could just use this as an extra notes page, or just get some adhesive tape and tape that down. So I just start on Monday the 4th. That's just kind of where my thinking is with that. Other than that though, this planner is pretty simplistic. You have your dashboard, your note page, your monthly spread, and then your weekly spreads. And then at the end of each month, you have another note page for that month. And that's how the planner is really set up. This planner does go from August 2023 to July of 2024. You can customize it to have it start whenever you want. And then at the end of July, you have these 2 extra tabs, which is what I'm going to go through right now. This first one is called My Class, and I really like a lot of the pages in this section of the planner. My only wish, and maybe you'll understand this as I'm flipping through it, is I wish that they were at the beginning of the planner, like right here. Like I'll show you, like right here. I wish that they would just come right after the ideas, plans, and goals page instead of being in the back, because I feel like I'd be able to use them a lot more in the front and refer to them than having to remember that they are in the back of my planner. But that is fine. So this first one is this year's goals. So you'll write the school year, your goals in 3 words, and then you have a spot to write down personal goals, professional development goals, planning goals, and organizational goals. You have a year at a glance here, which I think is kind of funny that this is in the back. Like I said, I feel like this would be better in the front, and I feel like this is kind of repetitive of, let me flip to it, this page right here, like special dates, year at a glance. I feel like they're basically the same thing, and so I feel like that's kind of funny that they're that way. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to use this for this school year, and then use this for the following year when we get our calendar in like February or March for the following school year. Another thing that I thought was funny is that the year at a glance, they do start it in July and end it in June. Where the special dates, they start it in January and go to December. I wish there was some cohesiveness there where this started in July and ended in June, because that's typically when school years, at least in the States, that's what I'm familiar with. That's when they start. I know depending on where you live in the world, your school year looks and is different. But I don't know. I just kind of wish that there was some cohesiveness with the planner and you had that option to like customize it. But I don't know. But anyways, you have this year at a glance page. And then you have my class schedule. I really like this. I probably won't be writing in the times, but I love the able to write out like what classes I have, what class period. Obviously it's going to be the same, so I'll probably only need to use 2 of these because I'll have one for first semester and then second semester. And then substitute information. This page is a little iffy for me just because I already have a substitute binder in my classroom that has an introductory letter to my class and my expectations, and then I have my sub notes for the day and all of that information there. I don't expect or want my substitutes to be going through my planner. It's not that I have anything to hide, but I just don't want people going through this. Like, this is my planner, please don't touch it type of a thing. But I don't know. I guess you could let subs look at this or refer to it. But I don't know. But once again, if you did want to use this, I feel like it would be better in the front of the planner because then they don't have to flip through your whole planner to get to it. Okay, and then you have field trips and special event information, a volunteer list. As a secondary teacher, I don't know how much I would be using that. I could see using the field trips and special events for when we do go on trips, for like honor roll activities, or my yearbook students will be going on a few field trips. And so I can see using this, but yeah. Then we have classroom resources. So what subject it is, the book or website, and how much it costs. I am kind of just indifferent about these pages. I don't really see myself using them or needing to use them. Same with the classroom expenses. My English department does not have a budget. Like, we are not allotted an amount of money like the other departments are. And so I don't really need to keep track of anything like this. Behavior log. I like the idea behind this, but once again, I realistically don't see myself using this. With this, it just gives you the date, the student, the behavior, what actions you took, and then how you contacted the parents or guardian. I like the idea behind it, like I said, but I already have something in place through my school's information system where we track things like this. So admin, anyone else that's involved, other teachers, the parents, we all have access to that information and that log of the student's behavior. And I really feel like realistically, you're going to need more than 2 pages for this, and that's all they give you. And then you do have parent communication, which kind of could be the same way, but it's just you documenting, contacting parents. Once again, we have that built into our computer system, so I don't really see myself using that. And then you have the student contacts page, and I feel weird about this too. I don't really feel like I need to have my students' information in my planner. And once again, all of the information that I need to like contact them or their parents or guardians is on our school's information system. And so I don't need to know their student ID number or anything like that. I just need to have their email, their parents' email, and then a good phone number, which once again is all documented for me on my computer. And then we have student health information. Once again, this is something like, I'm glad they're including stuff like this in the planner, but I feel like teachers already have a system in place for this. For my school, once again, it's on our computers already. I print out that information and include it in my substitute binder just so my subs are aware of any students that have allergies or medical needs that need to be attended to on a daily basis, like diabetes or seizures, things like that. But yeah, I am glad they include it though. I really do appreciate that they're seeing that these things are needed by teachers. I do like this page. This is professional development, and it gives you a spot to write the date, what type of professional development you did, where it was located, and then the time. I like that because we do need to track that kind of stuff to be re-licensed. And so this is awesome. And then we have a passwords page. So you can include all of that information. And then it's kind of like a reflective page. So next year's goals, you're going to explain the past year's goals in 3 words, how you exceeded, how you can improve, and then your personal, organizational, planning, and professional goals for the next school year. And then you have the checklists, which these I have seen in every teacher planner that I have ever used. And as a secondary ed teacher that has been taught and trained in college and in my early years of teaching how to do all of this digitally, I don't know if there's really a use for them. So if you are a teacher and you do stuff digitally, but you also use these, please share in the comments how you use them. I have tried to figure out ways to use them, but once again, because I teach secondary ed and I have multiple students and multiple classes, like I don't know how many of these are really enough, and this just seems overwhelming for me. Instead of being like an elementary teacher and only having like 30 students that I need to keep track of for the whole year. And so if you're a secondary ed teacher and you have a use for these, please share in the comments and share your wisdom with me, because I don't really have any wisdom or comments on the matter, but they do give you a lot. I don't know how many. I did not count, but there is a lot. And then you have some dot grid pages here in the back. They do give you a few of those, and then they give you a contacts page, and then another passwords page, and then the 2025 year at a glance, which is crazy. One thing I love about this planner is the stickers. I love how fun these are, and how realistic they are too. So they have some like fun icons, winter break, spring break, summer break, and fall break, spirit week. There's some testing stickers, graduation, talent show, field trips, dance, meeting, first day and last day of school, some more fun icons. And then they have this page, which I think is awesome. It repeats kind of the same things. And then they have 2 strips of washi, another like bigger sticker for like the first day and last day of school, back to school night, half days, report cards, midterms, when the quarter ends. So I love these. I love the colors. I'm super excited to use them. One last thing is, so I got some stickers. We'll talk about those, but it does come with a double-sided pocket, and then you do get a plastic pocket in the back that you can stick things in as well. So that is the planner. I love it. I'm super excited to be using this next year. I did grab some extra stickers though, because I want to be able to use these stickers on the monthly spreads and on the weekly spreads. And I noticed that they kind of had duplicates, and so I wanted the duplicates, like the winter break, like the break stickers, first day and last day of school, all of that. But these are what these sheets look like. They're super cute. They're just a smaller scale of what is in the planner. So I will be planning on using these. I also like that it comes with some functional type stickers, and it does come with 2 smaller strips of washi as well. But I did grab these when I picked up my planner. And so this is it. I am super excited to jump into this. And like I said, at the end of July, early August is when I will be setting this planner up. So stay tuned for that video. I'm so excited to share that with you guys. Let me know down in the comments below what you think about this planner. If there's another teacher planner that you like to use that I haven't mentioned, please mention that also in the comments so I can check that out. And then any other questions you may have about this planner, go ahead and drop all of those in the comments. And don't forget to like this video if you found it helpful. And don't forget to hit that subscribe button so you don't miss any of my planning content here on YouTube. And until next time, guys, I will see you all later. Bye.